Good morning. Let's just make sure we're going live. My goodness, that lighting is terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. But it's dark here. So we're just going to have to deal with it today. It looks like it's nighttime. It's not nighttime. It is 9 o'clock in the morning, as we do it every week. However, it's just really dark in here for some reason. Wow, it looks really dark. Okay. So, check in, make sure you check in below. I'm just going to get the comments up in the background. Check in, say hello, drop a comment. Today, ladies, we're going to talk a little bit more about one of the most important things. Actually, it's probably the most important foundation of your health and wellness, your overall health and wellness, and that is your mindset. Because, ladies, the way you think about your health shapes everything. And after having a few discussions with a few of you this week, hey, Jacqueline, sorry it's so dark. After having a chat with a few of you this week, this is something that's come up and I've seen that I think some people might just need a little bit more support with. So it's probably time to bring this in a bit more prominent, I guess, because what's going on up here impacts everything else. And it's that talk that we have with ourselves internally that is actually stopping us from seeing the results that we want. Now, how can I speak to this so confidently and so bluntly? I've been there multiple times. I have let what's going on in here completely derail everything, right? I've let it happen. So today, I want everyone to listen to this one. So if you're watching, make sure you tag all of your friends, make sure they watch this because it's really important. But B, if I hit a nerve today, if what I say triggers something in you, because it's never me triggering you, it's never you triggering me. If what I say triggers something in you, feel that. Don't put your wall up, feel it. Why does that trigger you? Is it because it's a mirror? Is it because something I've said has just hit you where you weren't ready to acknowledge your truth? The thing is when that happens, when you feel a little bit, oh, that's me, oh, I don't like that, that is a brilliant thing. That is such a good thing to happen to you because it is opening up your eyes to actually be able to self-reflect and go, do you know what? I do speak to myself like this. I do let this, and you'll see as we go through, I do let that happen. And maybe that is what's stopping me. Whereas maybe before we talk about it, maybe before that awareness, you actually didn't know that this was even going on up here, let alone impacting everything else. So I'd love everyone to just try and tune in today, go with what I'm presenting and really reflect on it. So before we move on, I wonder, because you're all watching this, so I want to see in the comments from everyone, how many of you have ever felt like living healthy is actually a struggle? That balanced lifestyle, it's almost elusive balanced lifestyle is actually a struggle. Maybe it's just like another thing on your to-do list, or another thing to feel guilty about if it's not perfect. I wonder if that's been anyone before, even just once in your life, maybe. See, here's the truth. Quite often, we view our health journey as punishment. We say, I need to lose 10 kilos because I'm fat. I need to move more because my pants don't fit. I can't lose weight. I'm useless. We see losing the need to lose excess body fat or the need to be healthier that journey becomes punishment. I need to punish myself in order to achieve X, Y, and Z. I need to deprive myself in order to be X, Y, and Z. I need to run myself ragged with exercise in order to achieve A, B, and C. Is this resonating with anyone yet? And when we have that mindset, it will always, always feel hard. It will always feel like you're pushing shit uphill. Your health is not something to be punished. See, the flip side of this is when you can shift your mindset to see those healthy choices as acts of self-care and self-love, everything changes. I'm going to go for an hour's walk today because I know that when I'm done, my muscles feel looser, my brain is switched on, and I feel a sense of accomplishment that I can take through the day with me. Instead of, I'm going to go for a 60-minute walk because I ate too much yesterday. Or, do you know what? I'm not going to have that bowl of ice cream because when I do, I just don't feel good afterwards. It doesn't sit right in my belly and I feel sluggish. I'm going to grab a protein shake instead, or I'm going to grab yogurt and berries instead because you know what? They taste just as good and I don't get that horrible feeling afterwards. Instead of, I have to eat the yogurt and berries because the ice cream's going to make me fat. Do you see the shift that's happening here? Yeah, Jacqueline. Hi. Yeah, it's a big shift in the way we speak to ourselves. My internet's just crashing. Just give me 2 secs. Make sure we're still here. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah. So think about it this way. When we love and respect ourselves, which may take a bit of work, we naturally want to fuel our bodies. We naturally want to put good things in. We naturally want to move in ways that make us feel strong. We want to take care of our health. It's not about restrictions and rules. We've got to break down the restrictions and rules. You have all seen the amazing results that you can get when for 2 months you A, focus on eating good food, but B, you didn't deprive yourself of chocolates and sweets, especially if you're a sweet tooth. You were having something every day and you've seen how that can fit in. It's not about restrictions and rules. It's about empowering yourself to feel your absolute best. So let's do a quick exercise for a second. Take a moment to think about how you want to feel in your body. You drop it in the comments, write it down. How do you actually want to feel in your body? Not how you think you should feel. How do you want to feel? Do you want to feel energetic? 6 out of 7 days. Because let's be honest, women, we're not energetic every day, but we can be a hell of a lot more energetic than maybe we are now. Do you want to feel strong to be able to do things? Do you want to feel light? Maybe sometimes you walk around and you're bloated and you feel heavy all the time. Maybe you want to feel light and be able to move with ease and grace. Do you want to feel less pain? Are you someone who has some chronic pain? Do you want to feel more balanced in your hormones? Because your hormones are driving you bonkers because they're up and down all the time. How do you want to feel in your body? Drop one word, drop it in the comments, write it down. It might be confident. Whatever comes to mind, type it in. Now, this word moving forward is your why. That's what you're working towards, not a number on the scale, not a dress size, not someone else's definition of health, but feeling the way you want to every single day. If you want to feel strong in your body, then we work towards that. If you want to feel confident in your body, then we take the steps for you to feel confident. Do you want to feel more energetic? Let's look at what's stopping you from feeling energetic and add in the things that are going to help you feel more energetic. It's time to shift that perspective and break some of those old patterns, ladies, because it's those patterns that are getting you stuck. I know there are some of you in here who have been on this journey for 3 or more years and you're still not where you want to be. Now, that's a long time. So perhaps now is the point at which you sit back and you go, I haven't achieved it yet. Why? What is it that I'm actually striving for? What is it that I actually want for my body? And what am I not willing to let get in the way of that? And this is into my next point. One of the biggest mindset shifts that you can make is moving from that all or nothing mentality to progress over perfection. And some of you will have heard me talk about consistency trumps perfection, progress over perfection. It's like my mantra. You've just got to be making progress towards what it is you want over getting it perfect, because there is no perfection. So when we talk about this, I'm thinking of that, those days where you ate something off plan and thought, oh, well, I've already messed up. I'll start again tomorrow, or I'll start again Monday. Or, as I saw in the challenge, some people got to week 4 or 5, something happened over here in their life, or something happened over here in their life, or they went out for dinner and went off plan. Off plan, that's a whole nother discussion. And throughout the rest of the challenge, just gave up. That's the all or nothing mentality. We've got to get rid of that. It's that mentality that keeps us stuck in yo-yo dieting cycles, in the guilt trip cycles. Real health is not about being perfect. There is no perfection. It's about being progressive and being consistent. If one meal's not ideal, your next meal is an opportunity to get the nutrients in that you need. If you skip a workout, that doesn't mean your progress is ruined. It means you maybe just move it to the next day or later in the day. When you focus on progress and consistency instead of perfection, we remove that pressure and actually start to enjoy the process. Whoops, I ate too much at that meal for my goals for the day. I'll just get some, more veggies, more nutrients in at the next one. Do you know what? That ice cream was bloody delicious. Everyone was having one. I didn't, I really wanted one. It was delicious, but it made me feel like crap after. I'll just make sure I replenish my body with something a bit more nutritious in the morning or later today. Oh, I missed my workout this morning because I was just too tired to get up. I'll do it tonight, or I'll just move it forward to tomorrow and I'll focus on getting some more steps today to energize myself. Because when you enjoy the process, when you start to focus on progress and consistency, you'll stick with it. You'll stick with it. And this leads me to my main point. When you are striving for perfection, to stick to a plan no matter what, exercise plan, sleep plan, food plan, when something happens around you, which it will, work's shitting you off, you're having an argument with your partner and things aren't great there, your kids are in trouble and doing things they shouldn't be doing, you're running here, there, and everywhere with sport, your parents are really pissing you off, or they're old and sick and you've got to take care of them. Not even old and sick and they need care. This is life. I'm not taking that away from anyone, but that is life, ladies. And when you have that all or nothing mentality, those things get in the way of your health. But here's the brutal truth. I'm going to get really, really, really brutal with you for a second. You still eat. When all of this stuff is going on, you are still shopping. You are still putting food in your mouth. The decision is still yours as to how much you want to fuel your body through those moments. I couldn't stick to a diet because my husband and I are just arguing all the time and things are pretty shit. Do you know what? You and your husband are arguing all the time. You're going to need energy. You're going to need stamina. You're going to need fuel to make really good decisions, to nurture whatever needs to be nurtured. Fuel your body with the right nutrients, because if you're just filling it with crap, it's going to make you feel like crap. Your brain's not going to function. You're going to say things you didn't want to say. You're going to do things you didn't want to do. Either way, whatever's going on, you are still eating and shopping. Therefore, you still have that decision to fuel your body to get through. And here's what I can actually promise you. There are so many stats on this. When your body is fueled with the right nutrients that are balancing your hormones and giving you the actual energy that you need, you will make better decisions in your relationships, in your conversations, in your interactions with your parents, in your interactions with your kids. You might not try and kill your boss. But if you're letting those outside influences impact what you're putting in your mouth, that's when things get worse. You've got to eat. So you may as well eat well to nourish it. And when we come back to that all or nothing mentality, that's what we need to break away from. I couldn't stick to my plan because this happened and this happened and this happened and I just had to put this in my mouth. Okay. It's okay you're on the fly, you're starving, hungry, you're between this kid and that partner and your mum and whatever it is going on. Eat it, but it doesn't need to derail you. It doesn't need to derail you. We don't need to throw in the whole towel, the whole everything, because something's put us off. That's why, go back to that. What is it that you want to feel in your body? Because food has a big part of that. Exercise has a big part of that. Sleep has a big part of that. So moving forward from today, I wanted you to take that word that you had. Just take a minute, 1 minute, ladies. I'm not asking for heaps of your time, but it can be that thing that sets you on that next trajectory to get your results. Instead of this cycling, please stop cycling through 8-week plan after 8-week plan after 8-week plan. That 8-week challenge got you started. It has given you all the tools that you need to eat healthy, to be healthy, to reach your goal. If you've not taken advantage of our one-on-one interactions, like me setting you that monthly plan, and remember it's not back and forth day to day asking a million questions. That's what the group's for, because you'll get better responses. But if you've not taken advantage of that quick conversation with me and getting that plan into place, please do it. That's going to help you. It's really going to help you. But here's the one action I want you to take. Take that word that you wrote before and pop it into a sentence or like a statement. So let's say you wrote strong. Your statement might be, I'm fueling my body with nourishing foods and movements to feel strong every day. Maybe if you said energized or energetic, it might be, I'm going to prioritize my sleep and hydration because I need to feel energized. I'm going to prioritize my sleep and my hydration because I deserve to feel energized. Or because my kids deserve me to be energized. Or my relationship needs me to have energy. So I'm going to prioritize my sleep and my hydration. Feel free to drop your action statement in the comments. Feel free to message it through to me. I don't mind. But ladies, I want you to remember this as I pack up for today. Your health journey starts here. It starts in your mind. When you choose to see health as self-care instead of punishment, when you focus on how you want to feel instead of how you want to look, and when you commit to progress instead of perfection right off the bat, you will be unstoppable. Here's the thing, when you feel good, when you feel strong, when you feel energized, you will look good. You will look strong and you will look energized. It radiates outwards. What's that one small step that you can take today to align with that goal, your why? No more reducing calories as a punishment. Let's fuel our bodies to achieve the actual goal that we want. Because I'm telling you now, it is not a number on the scale. Have an amazing day, everybody. Sorry about the darkness. I'll catch you next week. Oh, tomorrow, I'm going to drop a workout in the group. Ladies, Tash's dad passed away and her mum's really sick. So she's just taking a little break at the moment. So I'm going to drop a workout in the group tomorrow that is designed. If you look at it and you go, that's too easy, I promise you it's not. And it's actually designed to start triggering your muscles for growth in a very different way. And the beauty of it is without even thinking much about it, you're going to build your core. Yeah, I love this workout. All right, ladies, I'll see you then. Bye.